back for some more episodes. We have the host of the Sideline Speaks podcast, Britne Monique. What's up, Britne? How you doing?
Wow, that's the first time I ever heard somebody use my whole name.
Well, it's right there on the screen.
It is. That's my social media. It is.
Gotcha.
It just sounds weird when it's not my mother, you know.
Okay, so it's Britne. Gotcha.
Right, and I'm not in trouble. Britne Monique. No, I'm doing well. Thank you for having me, guys.
Of course. No doubt, no doubt. Sneed, what's going on, man? Sneed got what you need.
What up? What up? It's good to be here. Glad to be here with Britne Monique and Bruce Hope.
No doubt. Governments out here. Governments. What's going on, y'all? Obviously, another great Sunday, beautiful weather out here. Hopefully it is where all you guys are as well. We're going to talk some football, and we are going to talk some NBA because we're getting close. I think Media Week starts this week for the NBA, and training camps are right behind that. So at the end of October, the NBA season will begin. So we're going to go ahead, give a shout out to the channel members real quick. Then we'll do a spiel and we'll get it going, y'all. So first, of course, shout out to number one channel member, Be Ready Sports Podcast. What's going on, Coach T? How are you? Thank you for being here. I know you're feeling sad this morning because we can't all wear this, but some of us got to wear that whack Trojan gear. But anyway, we're not even going to go there. But what's up, Coach T? Make sure y'all go and shout out the Be Ready Sports Podcast. Make sure you like and subscribe to that because he's doing a great job highlighting the young athletes that hopefully one day we will be talking about on this show right here. It's not that serious. What's good? It's not that serious. How you doing, my brother? Thank you for the support. Appreciate you. Baltimore Bruce, what's good? Baltimore Bruce, what's good, dummy? What up, stupid? How you doing, man? Of course, we're going to talk about your Ravens in the first topic, our Ravens, I should say, and it should be very interesting. So always appreciate the love from you. And finally, Chief Sid Bubba. Good morning, Chief Sid Bubba. Shout out to you. Shout out to you for everything you've done. Shout out to the boys from Annapolis. And boy, I know you sad this morning too. And I got one word for you. Go Irish. Yes, that's one word. Yeah, you already know what it is, Chief. It's about to be bad for you. But before we get into what you got, Britne?
Are you a Notre Dame fan?
The biggest.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Look at the top. It's on my sleeve up there in the logo. Oh yeah, die hard.
Oh, that's okay. All right. I'm Ohio State over here, so.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
You got the Sneed seal of approval.
Blame Eddie George for me. So that's when I was Ohio
Respect.
State fan. So had to join.
Respect. No doubt. All right, we could go ahead, hit the little spiel, then we're going to come back, get the quick hits, and we're going to get it rolling, y'all. If you're watching here on YouTube, make sure you go ahead, click that subscribe, that like, that notification bell. Make sure you're kept up to date whenever we drop new content on the channel. If you want the audio-only version of the podcast, open up your audio podcast platform, hit the search bar, type in the format podcast. We should come right up. If you're enjoying the content, make sure you give us a like, leave us a 5-star review, and drop a comment. All that stuff helps us rise in the algorithm, helps us find more sports fans, helps more sports fans find us. Make sure you write it down, put it in your phone, make a note of it. The Format Podcast is live Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern. And finally, if you're really and truly enjoying the content we're delivering you, make sure you hit that join button. There's going to be exclusive content here just for you. Just for you.
Yeah.
You.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Y'all know what time it is. All right, let's get to these quick hits, man. And let's start with our guest. We're going to start everything with our guest today. So, Britne, what you got on your first quick hit?
I don't know if because I'm an Eagles fan or just a football fan in general, but the crying is getting on my nerves, and that's about the tush push. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I kind of hope they get rid of the daggone tush push because so many people are crying. But last year was injury. Now it's the false start. If you slow up the camera real slow, you can see it. Every play has a foul, guys. But the crying has to stop. It's football. What are we talking about? It's football. Line up and go.
Mm-hmm. They're mad because they can't stop it. That's all it is. Not only can they not stop it, they also can't execute it when they try to do it. So they're just mad, and they think it, I guess, takes away from competitive. I don't know.
It's incredible. The whole mentality of NFL and football is this tough lineup, head to head, toe to toe. It's this this show and prove. It's meritocracy. It's all these things. But this play, no, this play is a problem. Out of everything that's ever happened in the NFL, this is the biggest thing. Not deflated footballs. It's the tush push. I don't know when this is going to stop, but I guess until somebody actually stops the play.
And here's my final thought on that. It's interesting that the teams who voted to ban it are still trying to run it. I thought it was an injury issue. So what are we doing? The Bills, prime example is the Bills, and it's a few other teams in there. I thought it was an injury issue.
Great point. That's a great point. I ain't even. Wow. Yeah. What are you going to do?
The way it always goes, doesn't it? Anytime something isn't to someone's favor, you go for the first thing, right? Make the first that ain't working, so you reach for something else. You know, and then maybe the time of the day or the day of the week might change it. So you reach for something else. Like it's just reaching.
Right. No doubt. All right, cool. That's good on the first one. By the way, y'all, I didn't even give a shout out to our co-host, the Transformer. He's on the mend from his injury, just got his knee taken care of. So Transformer, man, we love you. We appreciate you. We miss you. Get well soon so you can get back here and we can go back to bumping heads on these sports topics, man. All right. Next up, Sneed, go ahead with your quick hit, and then I will drop mine.
Yeah, man. My quick hit, James Franklin, head football coach of the Penn State Nittany Lions. Yesterday, I think, was it a double overtime loss to Oregon? Okay.
Yep.
So this loss puts him in a really precarious situation. His record against ranked opponents and in big games is very, very weak.
Abysmal, you say?
Yeah, it's like 4-21 or something. It's something outrageous, like fireable offense at most big schools. You know, he's not coaching Indiana. Nope. He's not coaching Iowa State. You know, like a regular school like Penn State is, you know, it's one of the biggest football programs across the country.
Blue blood.
So, I mean, would you guys say top 15, top 10 in terms of prestige? History, it's very rich.
Oh yeah.
And Beaver Stadium yesterday was rocking. It was a great game. Like, so for a fan who's on the outside looking in, I wanted Penn State to actually win because my Buckeyes got to play them. So I want them to be as strong as possible, so we can crush and bury their dreams. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
I feel the same way about USC, but go ahead.
Yeah, his record is really weak, and he's got a good team. And he's had good players, and he's been in these games.
Yes,
but he's losing a lot. So if I'm looking at this objectively, like, what am I doing with this guy when I think about a legacy? When I think about his performance? When I think about next season? Because this is going to come down to in the offseason. What are we doing with James Franklin?
They keep extending the dude, and then there's buyouts. Man, he's going to be there as long as they will. You know, especially with the 12-team playoff now, as long as they can keep making playoffs and be viable, they're not going to fire him. I'm sure it'll get to a point, kind of like how it was with Mark Richt at Georgia year after year. He had them guys top 5, top 10, a lot of talent going to the league, great recruiting, just couldn't get over the hump. It takes a lot before somebody is actually able to get over that hump. And if we're honest, Notre Dame too, right? You know, so.
But is the standard really national championship then?
Not at Penn State. I don't think so.
So then that's
it is, but I don't believe it.
Then that's an admission. So I'm recruiting tons of talent. They've got great offensive line play, defensive line play. They're almost as talented as the top teams in the country when it comes to recruiting.
Right.
So like they're like right there. I don't know what they're missing, but I'm just looking at his record, which is the only thing that matters when you evaluate a coach. Can't win with players.
In my opinion, it's time for James Franklin to go. Let's be honest. There's a certain level of there's a standard in Penn State. When you look at their history, or throughout their history, there was a certain standard that was set, and he's supposed to come in. I mean, he's been there since 2014, I believe. So you've been there for over 10 years, and you still have, and you're 4-21 against the top tier teams. That's not good. That's just not good in college football. College football is all about performance. Especially, you want to get your players to the next level, but that money goes through the football programs a lot of times.
Yes,
He's not doing what he needs to do as the head coach. So it's time to move on. It's time to move on, in my opinion.
I agree. I don't think they're going to do it. I don't think they're going to do it.
I think the question becomes is who replaces him?
That's always the question. That's always the question. Yeah, because they're in a talent-rich area: Pennsylvania, Ohio, Maryland, DC, Virginia, New Jersey. There is a lot of talent around them. And of course,
people want to go play there, Bruce. It's not the trouble.
Yeah. Well, I know it's harder to get a lot of the guys out of the South to go up north, weather and all that stuff. But especially now the NIL is a thing, that's a lot less of an issue. But yeah, I agree with both of y'all. Like, James Franklin needs to be looked at, but also like Drew Aller is just horribly overrated. That's a whole nother thing. I could do a whole topic on that. And
now, did James Franklin have a better option and he chose Drew Aller?
Well, he recruited him and he's had him there for 4 years. Like, he didn't see like, okay, we got to get somebody better in here in that time. So that's what you got to look at. But we're going to dig into this further on the Tuesday night episode with my main man, Ryan Langford, former FBS, NFL, and Canadian Football League wide receiver, kick return specialist. So stay tuned for that. We'll definitely get back to it because these are great topics. But moving right on to the next quick hit. This is for my main man, Chief Sid Bubba, who, for whatever reason, I can't seem to find him. He normally comes in on Sunday morning and he shows love and he shouts me out and shouts us out in the show and all that. But he's very quiet this morning. But I think I know why. Because Chief Sid Bubba is from Arkansas. And there was a certain team that happened to go down to SEC country at Arkansas yesterday and put an absolute, what's Shannon Sharp called? A butt cutting, an absolute butt cutting on the Razorbacks. What do they say down there? Woo, pig suey. I think that's what they say, right?
I think so.
You know what we say? We say go Irish. That's what we say. And the Notre Dame Fighting Irish went down there and beat up, bodied, destroyed, dominated, eviscerated, and annihilated the Arkansas Razorbacks from the mighty, mighty SEC in their house. In the first time we'd ever played them, 56-13. Domination. It was ugly what we did to them. 6 first half possessions, 6 touchdowns, 42 points in the first half. CJ Carr ties the Notre Dame freshman record with 4 touchdown passes, 340 plus passing yards. Fantastic day. And the much maligned Notre Dame Fighting Irish defense held one of the best offenses in the country to 13 points. I'm gonna leave it right there.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Yes.
And 10 being phenomenal, right?
Okay.
How do you quantify this win for
8.
Notre Dame? An 8?
Yeah. It was the type of win that Notre Dame needed. Obviously, last year they had the elite defense. This year that has not been the case at all. The defense has let them down on multiple occasions. However, it appears maybe it's starting to round into form on that side of the ball. And as I was telling you before we hit the button here and got started, I've been watching Notre Dame since '93. This is arguably the most explosive offense that I have seen from this team in that time. So, I wanted to give shout outs to the Irish on that.
Only a little bit of hyperbole throughout that little soliloquy.
Just a little bit?
Just a little bit.
We did dominate.
You don't want to talk about the first month. You want to talk about this game.
Well, yes. But I am honest. The defense, like I said, the defense let them down. The offense has really been there most of the way.
They've been scoring points.
Against an outstanding.
Are they averaging like 35 a game now? 40?
No, more than 40. Yeah, about 42, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say with a 55 or 56.
56.
Plus all the other games, I think they're around 30.
40 against A&M and 24 against Miami. So
yeah. So they're average way up.
So you guys are 2-2. You think you're going to make one of the? Or you think you're going to make it in one of the playoff spots?
Yeah, because the schedule now they opened up tough. The schedule is going to get a little easier down the stretch. As long as they beat USC, which they will. That's going to be fine.
Britne, this is the wrong dude to ask about that.
No. Hey, you know me. I'm honest about him too, though. I'm going
to be. I feel like the college football landscape's better when they're involved. Mm-hmm. So I'm with you, but like they're going to have to win out. They're going to have dominant wins.
Well, we know that they're
got to go their way.
We saw it happen. We know that they're capable. And then the other thing I'll say, this is the side note. Remember, this is still a committee picking. So there's like the human factors coming in. It's not just what your record is like in the NFL. And the other thing is the committee knows that Notre Dame is arguably the most polarizing team nationally in college football. People hate them. People love them. The people that hate them watch them to see them lose. The people that love them obviously watch to see. Every time you see these games, they always have outstanding viewership numbers.
They do.
Yeah. Every time they go to an away game, that's usually the away game's highest ticket selling game of the year. Like,
I mean, what program is going to do that outside of Notre Dame? There's just a couple that are like that.
That's right. Notre Dame, Ohio State, maybe Alabama. Like, it's a very short list. So, yeah. So that's that. All right. And final quick hit, because I could do that all day too. And we'll talk about that again Tuesday night. Final quick hit, y'all. This one was crazy. YouTuber Christopher London. Did you hear about this, Need?
No.
He said Amen Thompson would dominate Michael Jordan if he played in the 80s and 90s.
Dominate him in what? Does he play checkers or chess or something? Is there something I don't know about? They make paper planes and they see how far they could throw them.
Well, you know Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan anyway. So if it was checkers or chess, he'd find a way to win that too.
Eventually, he would find a way to break through. Right.
Yes, correct. Right. So
I have to cheat, but he'd get there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just figured I'd throw that out there.
I don't know if people really understand how much Michael Jordan studied the game and studied each individual that he knew he had to go against. Like, he knew your strengths and your weakness, and whatever weakness you had, he would take advantage of that. Like, he studied each person. He even studies the game to this day. Like, he could sit and watch a game. I remember when he was talking about LeBron, he said, make LeBron go left. Every time LeBron goes right, he goes to the rim. When he goes left, he pulls up for the jumper. And sure enough, that I watched the next game and watch it. Every time he went left, he pulled up or passed it. Every time he went right, he drove right to the basket. Like, he studies you so hard. So even put aside the talent, the what he did on the court is what he did off the court.
Yeah.
That a lot of these players are not doing even to this day.
You're right.
The thing about Amen Thompson, like, this is a conversation about Amen Thompson. So Britne, you're valid. Everything you said is true, but that's a little bit more advanced. You're looking at like what Jordan was. Let's just talk about Amen Thompson for like 15 seconds. Amen Thompson has a very limited offensive game. He's an excellent elite defender. Like, I can only think of a couple guys as good. I don't even know if they're better than him, but I can only think of a couple guys that are in the conversation. He's an elite defender, but elite defenders never stopped MJ.
Right.
So how all of a sudden Amen Thompson's going to do it? I think not. But it just goes to show you, like, and we've talked about the generations of fans.
You know what this is?
They're completely disconnected from watching, studying film on players. Like, it's so easy to pull up a 1988 Chicago Bulls game and just study MJ's game. And you could see what he brought to the table offensively and what he did defensively.
Right.
They don't want to do that. They just want to say things like Amen Thompson would trash Michael Jordan. Like, Amen Thompson's a nice player, but like, he's offensively like below average. He doesn't have a jump shot. Guys with great jump shots had nothing for MJ. Guys with signature moves had nothing for MJ. Bro, do you know that Clyde Drexler is like one of the best NBA basketball players ever?
Yes.
Couldn't do anything while MJ was in the league.
Yeah.
He's an afterthought. Most people don't even know who he is. And he was
crazy,
a great player because
Absolutely.
he was in the league with MJ. But Amen Thompson's going to.
There's a lot of dudes like that.
Dominique, bro. Dominique would dominate this league.
Dominate.
But he didn't in his time because of MJ. But Amen Thompson, it's sad, bro. The disrespect is bad.
It is. But
I'm not trying to disrespect Amen Thompson. He's one of my favorite players. I just know what I see.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. No, but I'll just say this. We know what it is, Sneed. We know what it is. And I say it all the time. It's this generation going to their go-to. Disrespect others to lift yourself up. That's unfortunately what this is, you know?
And they don't have any technical reasons for what they say.
Of course not.
Like there's no tangible basketball intelligence analysis. It's just, he better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I study film. You've seen some of my videos on my YouTube channel.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I break down film. I like play by play how players move in certain situations. Like we analyze game outcomes.
Yep.
And like that's just sad, bro.
It is. All right. Let's go ahead. Awesome quick hits, guys. Appreciate it. Let's go ahead and we will get to the main topics. Okay. Got a huge game today. Baltimore Ravens and Kansas City Chiefs facing off in Kansas City. This should have been the 8 o'clock primetime game, but of course they gave it to the Cowboys. Go figure. Oh. Anyway, I know, right? But no, Britne, let's start with you. We got two amazing quarterbacks clearly headed for Canton. Obviously, one is a multiple-time champion. The other is a multiple-time MVP trying to get to the championship level. Who needs this game more, the Ravens or the Chiefs? And conversely, who needs it more? Well, I guess it's obvious Patrick Mahomes doesn't need it as bad as Lamar does. But let's go with the teams. Who needs it more, the Ravens or the Chiefs? For me,
I'm going to be honest with you guys. You know, the Chiefs are hurt. They're missing a lot of their playmakers, I guess you could say. Yeah. But in my opinion, I think the Ravens need it more. They need it more from a perspective of, I know that when I go up against a big time team, I could get it done. They have not proven that to me yet. They lost to the Buffalo Bills in the first game, and then they lost to what was the team? Was it the Pack? Detroit. Thank you. They just lost to the Detroit Lions. So I need to know that Lamar Jackson and this football team can get it done against big time teams. They have not shown me that thus so far this year. And quite frankly, although they tend to do well in the regular season, they haven't shown me in the playoffs neither. So when it comes down to a big time situation, I need you to go make a play to win this game. Go do it. Can you do it? We know Patrick Mahomes can do it. We know the Chiefs can do it. They have shown us time and time again that they can do it. Mm-hmm. It's now time for Lamar Jackson and I say Lamar Jackson because he's the leader of this Ravens team, and this Baltimore Ravens team to show up and show out. They haven't shown me anything yet. I don't care about regular season MVPs. That's exciting. That's cool. That's fun. Exactly. But now we got to take that next step. Taking 7 unnecessary sacks where you could just throw the ball away or you got wheels, run, be mobile. And I understand it was how they was playing them in the last game, but at least throw that football away. Make better decisions when it's crunch time. And I just haven't seen it.
Fair enough. Sneed, where are you with this, man?
The Ravens need this win more. The Ravens are in a division. I mean, it's Cleveland, who has no offense, fierce defense, but no offense. The Bengals just lost their star quarterback. They're in purgatory essentially for the year. The Steelers have resorted to a 41-year-old quarterback. I think so. Like, you don't know what you're gonna get. Like, and their defense isn't good right now. So it's like, how could you be in the doldrums of your division? Like, they have the same record as the Browns, right? And the Browns imploded offensively against them, but defensively they were in that game. Like, there's context to the season for the Ravens.
Yeah.
And the Ravens have Derrick Henry, who we just spent the first, I don't know, the month of August gushing over his ability to crack the top 10 all time in rushing, and how he's a man who's defying time at the position. Yeah. Lamar's in his prime. Zay Flowers is fantastic. You have tight ends. You have positions that are skill positions that are completely just, I don't know if you want to say elite, but very good. And it's all there. And a coach who has expectations, and players who have so I'm looking at this like, I know what's going on with the Chiefs, Andy Reid, Pat Mahomes, but they're missing guys. Who are the Ravens missing to point and say, well, this is going to get turned around once they get healthy. They don't have that excuse. I'm looking at the Chiefs like they're missing key parts of their offense. So them not being able to score effectively, kind of understand it. And like you lost the opening week to the Bills the way you lost. You know, you lost to the Lions. Games that you could have won, should have won, maybe. I don't know how you look at it, but the expectation is just different. So, like, if the Chiefs get off to a slow start, historically, they've been able to come back. The Ravens should not be getting off to a slow start based on this, just the sheer amount of talent on the defense for it to be bad. There's disconnects with the Ravens. Some stuff just not makes sense.
Great analysis, Neat, and you too, Brittany. I was hoping that someone would, say the Chiefs just for the reasons of, us having more of a discourse. But unfortunately here, I agree wholeheartedly with you guys that the Ravens need it more. One, obviously they have to, like you said, they're in a division where they got to make sure they take control of that, even though it's not a division game, right? It's a conference game. But they still have to get into a position where they can start winning these games, stacking these wins to get to the playoff. Teams that start 1-3 in the NFL on average make the playoffs about 14% of the time. This team is too talented to start this way. The defense is giving up a lot. They are like, what do you think about when you think about the Baltimore Ravens? I know Lamar is the face of the Ravens and has been for quite some time now, but historically, when we think about the Ravens, we think about defense, right?
Yeah.
Dominating defense, physicality,
scoring on defense.
Right. All of those things. The Baltimore Ravens are 32nd in total defense.
How many teams, Bruce?
32. The Baltimore Ravens are 31st in pass defense.
How many teams, Bruce?
32. The Baltimore Ravens are 30th in run defense.
AFC North?
That's not how you get it done.
How much money is on that front, that defensive front?
Trying to tell you, yeah,
See, this is what I'm saying, Bruce. If you were talent deprived, you had depletion from injury,
right?
You'd say these are things they have to work through and deal with in time, but like that's not there.
No, I'm with you, and I think the other problem is from a psychological, mental standpoint. Baltimore needs this game, like Brittany said, to know that they actually can beat this team, whether it's going to their house and beat them, or whether it's in Baltimore if it should turn out that way down the road. But there's always like some little thing. I think Lamar Jackson is now like 1-5 in his career against Pat Mahomes, which is crazy because I think since coming into the league and becoming a starter, Lamar Jackson has like a 74% win percentage, right? Which is super hard to do, as we know in the NFL. This guy wins games, but it's like pretty much everyone else in the AFC. There's that Mahomes in Kansas City thing. So you have to show it and know it before you can do it, if you know what I'm saying. Like, you got to get this regular season win to know, okay, we know what it takes. We know we can go in there if we have to and beat these guys in the playoffs, right? But it starts here. It starts today. Like, they need it bad, man. They need it bad. Meanwhile, on the flip side, KC knows, okay, even if we lose this game, we start 1-3. Obviously, you never want to lose the game. And the AFC West is actually a really tough division this year, flowing hair and with the Chargers and obviously Denver.
I don't know if Brittany knows about the flowing hair situation.
we refer to Trevor Lawrence and what's my guy's name? Justin Herbert as flowing hair, right? Because, neither of these guys have done too much in the league in terms of postseason success when it counts most, but, they get all this hype because of their wonderful flowing locks. So we call
I'm telling you, got that Pert Plus commercials.
Right. Hey, somebody needs to send an email and keep a copy so they don't steal your creative property. But hey, send an email to their PR department and say, hey, we got something for you. Here you go.
Got some ideas.
Yeah, cut me in if you make this commercial.
Right.
Right. But no, it's a psychological piece. You have to do it and believe it and know, okay, now we know we can beat these guys, right? That's how Joe Burrow did it. And then he went into Arrowhead.
Is this a question of gravity? Which team feels the gravity more?
Well, I suppose you can rope that into who needs it more. I mean, I would say clearly that Baltimore's got to feel the gravity more, right? Because they're still trying to win. they're trying to do it within Lamar's window and within the team's window, because it's rare that you see a team be this good.
Let's just talk about this season, though.
Okay.
Who did they lose to?
They lost to two of the best teams, right? They lost to Detroit and they lost to Buffalo.
So we can't beat good teams.
So
who are we?
I didn't even think about it that way.
Mediocre.
See?
Mediocre.
Too much talent to be mediocre, though, right, Britne? Too much talent to have that word attached to you.
It's way too much talent, but when you put it the way Snead just put it, I did say your name right, correct. I'm sorry. When you put it the way he just put it, you're mediocre. You blow out the lesser tier teams, the not great teams. But every time you go against some of the great teams in the NFL, you lose. So you're mediocre. You're stuck in the middle.
What if the Browns could score 25 points a game?
With that defense?
What would have happened against the Ravens?
They would have beat them.
You would have beat them.
Yeah. No, you're right. I didn't even think about it the way you're presenting it now. They have not beat any of the good teams that they've played on it. That's
because we can analyze this from the surface, but I was starting to get the vibe that you guys were going into the psychological piece.
I was.
So these are the conversations the best players on the Ravens are having internally with themselves. What is our identity?
Right.
Who are we? Where is our signature moment? Where are our wins? We don't have consecutive wins on the season. We beat the Browns only, who are offensively dysfunctional, and they've got a 40-plus-year-old quarterback fresh off the couch eating Doritos.
Crazy.
Chugging Kool-Aid, playing Foursquare with his kids, bro, in the driveway.
Right. No question.
Who don't know who their quarterback is. They got Dylan Gabriel, who can't get in. They got Shador, who can't get in. Jerry Jeudy's a nice player. He's a 2. Njoku has not made an impact yet this year. The ball can't go 20 yards down the field. Who are we if that's the only team we could win against?
Yeah, that's... I didn't even think about it that way.
So what happens when they play the Colts or the Eagles? Because they lost to the Bills. Because they lost to the Lions. Exactly what I told Bruce. Shout out to Baltimore, Bruce. Does not disrespect at all, my bro. I knew Amon-Ra St. Brown and J-Mo were gonna put pressure onto that defense.
Right.
Because the Bills have regular guys at wide receiver.
Yeah.
Those guys are weapons.
Yeah.
Those guys are blowing the lid off on defenses. They're cutting up and they're going across any part of the field. Exactly what I thought was going to happen was going to be the problem. And the Ravens didn't have answers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, when do we start looking at Harbaugh and saying you cannot get over the hump? It may be time for us to potentially look in another direction if this year doesn't go the way that, quite frankly, they really needed to go. And to be honest,
you weren't here when we had this conversation, but maybe you can chime in on this now. Is he on the hot seat at the end of the season, or could we see implosion mid-season?
For me, to be honest, it might be how it goes after this game, right? Because to me, they need to win this game. Look, I understand how Harbaugh, overall great coach, has won, has a Super Bowl under his belt, has been with the Ravens for a number, many years, right?
17, 18, yeah.
17, 18 years. But like you said, we have had outside of that, one Super Bowl, I believe he has. After that, it's years of falling short or mediocrity.
With talent.
With talent.
Tons of talent.
And you're supposed to be, a defensive-minded type of head coach, if I can recall. Like, your defense is supposed to be
right?
Right. It seems like it went the other way, which is fine. You have to score points.
Right.
So in my opinion, defense, you got to get stops in order to win the championship, right? In order to get to the Super Bowl.
For sure.
I just think at this point, if you don't beat the Chiefs, who all their playmakers are hurt. I don't know if Xavier Worthy is going to be back this game. We know Rashid Rice is gone. They're depending on Thornton. right? And don't get me wrong, he's a speedster, but he's not this all-world wide receiver of the talent. If you don't win this game and you're just about completely healthy on both sides of the football, they may be missing one defensive lineman in this game. That's showing me it's time to move on from you. And that might be a hard decision for ownership to do.
I don't think it will be.
And our goal is to win the Super Bowl, at least get to the Super Bowl. You haven't even gotten to the Super Bowl, right? So it's time to move on. If you lose this game, you got to move on. If you win this game, to me, that extends you to the end of the year. But let's see what you do by the end of the season. If not, you got to get rid of John Harbaugh and bring in a fresh voice for these players because it's not working. In my opinion, it's just not working.
Maybe the way they play today matters a little bit too.
Yeah.
Kind of like how the Buffalo game ended. Like you were dominating. You were marching up the field getting points on demand. And then all of a sudden it stopped in the second half.
Just give the game away.
You don't want to be a first half team.
Nope.
That's bad. To be known as a first half team.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, I agree. So the thing I'll say about this, Britne, I agree with you 100%. However, the organization that the Ravens are, I don't think they're the type to fire a coach mid-season unless it just fell so far off the rails, right?
But you said this decision would be easy. They like him.
Well, here's the deal, though. What we're forgetting, Steve Bisciotti's on record saying that Harbaugh would have got fired, back before Lamar took off, right? They were really considering firing him. And that's why, if you look at it, Harbaugh will, he'll do anything for Lamar. He'll stand in front of an oncoming train or a bullet or whatever because he knows Lamar saved his job and made him a heck of a lot more money over the last, 7-8 seasons. He was going to be out there, and he knows that. Lamar comes in and brings the Lamar magic, which is just like nothing we've ever seen before, pretty much, and that saved his job. But that only lasts you but so long. And you're right, Britne, I think they do need a new voice because as much as I'd like to see it, I think it would be, I don't want to say a miracle, but it would be a big surprise if the Ravens won the championship this year. And short of that, you got to go another way. The only question is, much like we talked about with James Franklin, what's the option? Which way do you turn if you get rid of a championship coach?
But it does seem like guys come up from college and get jobs in the league. They've got new ideas. They've got this fresh energy, and they always reach and they always look for that new thing,
Yeah, but do you want to hand that machine that is the talent-laden Ravens roster to some unproven college coach?
They do it all the time in the league. I mean, are you saying that the Ravens wouldn't?
I wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't. But let's go ahead. Let's open up the phone lines, y'all. Great commentary on this. Definitely would like to hear what you guys think out there.
To call, man.
I know, right? I'm pretty sure he will. 904-219-8264. Number is 904-219-8264. Give us a shout. Give us your thoughts on the Ravens and who needs this more. And, of course, depending on how this game goes, should Harbaugh be fired, et cetera, et cetera. Let's try to keep it quick, though. Remember, we're getting up to the clock on a football Sunday.
I look at it also like the Chiefs, Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They've been skating under the radar. Baltimore's catching strays and Mahomes is just kind of they're not off to a good start, but players are missing. Mm-hmm. Travis Kelce is, chicken cutlets. It's over. All this stuff, it's just different. It's a different.
He's definitely thinking about the chicken cutlets. That's definitely what's on his mind.
Shout out to Travis Kelce. He's from Cleveland Heights, bro. So he's from my neck of the woods.
Yeah. I think you're right. I don't think the Chiefs can, get away with what they're doing as well. Like you said, they're skating on thin ice as well. Yeah. And what's that next move that you're going to make to ensure that your team can continue that standard that you set for so many years? And Travis Kelce is a big factor in that. You lose him, that's Mahomes' go-to guy. That's his space right there. It's going to be a lot of Tyreek Hill. It wasn't Tyreek. It was Travis Kelce. So let's see what happens there.
No doubt, no doubt. We got the official Ravens ambassador from the city of Bmore, Baltimore. Bruce, what's good, my G?
What's going on with y'all, stupid?
What's good? What's good?
What up, Brucey?
Ain't nothing, man. Hey, man. Oh, hey, Bruce, say before I start, right?
Yes, sir.
Roll Tide.
I don't want to hear nothing about that. Go Irish,
baby.
man. Keep going. Keep going.
Nah.
So what's the subject? Who need to win? Who need to win? Who need to win more?
Yeah, who needs it more?
Truthfully, I say Kansas City because they're in a tougher division. After this game, we got a kind of like a soft schedule.
Okay.
I truly believe we're going to lose today. Lose today close, and we're going to run off about 6 in a row after this game. Okay. But I truly believe Kansas City needed more because of the AFC West. It's a little bit more sturdy this year. Mm-hmm. It ain't as weak as it was the past years. I think the Chargers going to win the West. They just Harbaugh got the boys playing.
Yes, he does.
And yes, what a young lady say, I think it's like we all say, I think this Harbaugh's time is up. Time to go. This is last year for sure. Especially if we lose bad in the playoffs. You know, how you say it?
Unceremoniously.
Yes. Yes, if you don't like them, sure, at least get to the AFC Championship game. Now, they may bomb some more time. Now, if you get knocked off early, or a bad showing, but you always, like I said, I like Brown. I want Brown Flores as our coach. I'm sorry, or Rex Ryan.
That's what I was going to, Rex Ryan. That's the one. I agree with you. I like that. Yes,
I like Rex Ryan. And man, hey man, it was a glorious Sunday, man. So Kansas City, man, you know, they're gonna get it today. They're gonna get it today. That's when we're gonna go all. You know what I mean? We're gonna win. We're gonna win the AFC North by default. Even though Pittsburgh is looking good right now. 14-3, and they driving, so Pittsburgh they go 3-1.
I did forget that was on. Damn.
Yes, and truthfully, we just need voice of Baltimore, man. Just need some new leadership. It seems like we losing the locker room a little tiny bit. I'm not saying all the way because you know Harbaugh chopped some blocks. You know what he did at the win the Super Bowl? That go Ed Reed, Tyler. He did a whole purge because guys was bucking them in the locker room. We had real men back then, you know. So. And it seemed like the Ravens were a little bit immature. It seemed like, I don't know, man, like how Hamilton said this week, talking about the Ravens fans was spoiled and all this stuff. Like, yeah, we spoiled.
So let me ask you this real quick, Bruce, before I let you go. One question for you. Do you think on a psychological level the Ravens need this game just to know that they can beat the Chiefs?
Oh, yes, most definitely we need the game, but that don't mean that we're going to win.
No, I hear you, man.
Just remember we was on 2 last year and we made it happen. So,
that's true.
Hey, man, I hit y'all back here.
Hey, I appreciate the call, brother. Thank you.
Lucy.
All right, bro.
No doubt. All right, let's go ahead and great call from Bruce as always. You know you're going to get the raw when it comes to the Raiders from Bruce. Well, let's go ahead and let's kick it to the next topic, y'all. So, actually, hold on. Steve, king of the chat.
Steve.
King of the chat. What's going on, man?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Good morning. What up, Steve?
What up, brother?
Hey, brother. Thanks for having me on the other night, man. That was a good little prattle we had.
Yeah, it was good to have you on the show, man. Thanks for tuning in and, joining us.
For sure. First off, Bruce, you look good, brother. Go Irish.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Go Irish.
I'm gonna feel better this way, bro.
Yeah.
I hate you guys. Stop asking in that victory. Stop it.
We needed it,
man.
Hey,
y'all had a good win yesterday on the road.
Yeah, that was a good win.
That was
Things were looking a little hairy in the first half, man.
A little bit.
Well, you got a young guy on the road. I don't want to make this about college. You got a young guy on the road. He's going to feel things out, but the second half really showed. Like, y'all really.
You got this guy named Jeremiah Smith who's kind of good at football. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's decent. But anyway, I missed a little bit of context. Is Baltimore playing Kansas City? Is that the conversation?
Yeah. Who needs it more?
Win worse? Okay, so in the context of them playing each other, I would say, I don't know. It's early in the season. I know they're both 1-2.
Yes.
Okay, so it's like they're from a standing standpoint, they're kind of in a stalemate. I would say this is beyond the regular season.
Yeah.
This is something that ego's a big part of this when I'm talking in this. I would say Baltimore needs it more. They could use a good win. they could use a little bit of a mental uplift where it's like, hey, we beat these guys in the regular season. We know Kansas City will end up in the playoffs. It's just what's going to happen. We know Baltimore will end up in the playoffs. So in the context of, while you're in the playoffs, who's it going to benefit more having that mental advantage where Baltimore really needs that we beat a contender. We can beat a team in the playoffs. You know, we've proven it in the regular season. I think from a mental standpoint, it would benefit Baltimore, to quote unquote, who needs it more.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say it would go in the favor of Baltimore needing it more because it'd go well for them in the playoffs where it's like, hey, if we face Kansas City, we've done this. We beat them. We've proven it. Now let's do it when it matters most. I would say Baltimore needs it more. Although both of them are going to end up in the playoffs. Both of them are 1-2, but they're going to be fine. They're going to be fine. As long as Derrick Henry stops fumbling the ball, Baltimore's going to be fine. You know, as long as Travis Kelce stops dropping balls in the middle of the field and giving interceptions away, like, Kansas City's going to be fine as well. But yeah, I'm looking at this as like more of a playoff context where it's going to help Baltimore's mental self-esteem later in the season when they do perhaps come up against a Kansas City or a Buffalo. We saw them lost to Buffalo on some wild nonsense. So it's like that's probably in their head. It's like, let's beat one of these playoff teams we've traditionally struggled with so that later down the road we feel better about this. But those are my thoughts on the topic.
No doubt. I appreciate you, Steve. We're going to go ahead and move on, man. Thanks for the call, brother.
I'm calling later for the Houston chat.
No doubt.
I got a hot take.
Can't wait to hear it.
All right, bro.
All right, man.
Y'all stay blessed.
Salute.
All right, guys, we're gonna take it to the next topic. Real quick, when Steve said Travis Kelce, you know, he thinks he's not focused, just occurred to me, man, he's not getting enough protein in his chicken cutlets. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Moving right along. The NFL recently.
This is how you stay monetized, bro. This is what you do. You got to use the code, bro.
Correct. You can't say things directly. Flowing hair, chicken cutlets. All right, guys. The NFL recently announced its nominees for the 2026 Hall of Fame class. There's some names in there, but overall, it seems like a weaker class to me. I don't know if you guys looked it up. Obviously, we know quarterback is a glamour position. So here's the names. There's 10 quarterbacks up for nomination. Drew Brees. I'm pretty sure he'll get in. Randall Cunningham, Jake Delhomme, Rich Gannon, Jeff Garcia. How is Jeff Garcia on the Hall of Fame ballot? Somebody tell me. That's terrible. That's egregious.
Back up.
I mean, he started for
a
couple of good teams, but
I mean, he was good, but backup good.
Hall of Fame.
This is not the NBA. This is not the Basketball Hall of Fame. This is
right. This is the Football Hall of Fame, right? Yeah, that's insane.
I mean, guys waiting decades, and they were really, really, really good.
Right. Mm-hmm. Eli Manning, I think he'll probably get in this time. Donovan McNabb, Steve McNair, Phillip Rivers, Alex Smith. How is Alex Smith on the Hall of Fame ballot? I like Alex Smith.
He was a good player. He was a good player, bro. Yeah.
How was he even nominated? Like, that's come on. I don't want to be disrespectful here, but how was?
Yo, you remember that lady last year in the Summer Olympics last summer?
I know who you're talking about, the breakdancing lady.
This feels like maybe some of that situation going on. So remember, like with the bunny rabbit dancing, bro?
The kangaroo thing. That's just supposed to be.
They need.
Who does Alex Smith know, bro?
They just need to throw in some people.
Yeah, I think so. So, like, I would say Drew Brees and probably Eli Manning would probably be the ones. Maybe
at least Drew Brees was prolific. He's got the championship. Right. He was, I mean, incredible numbers of that era.
Sure,
right?
Sure.
Maybe it's the era. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, let me run through these, and then we'll get Britney's thoughts because I know she's got to run. She's going to leave us for man down, but, you know, they had her first, so what are we going to do?
I'll be back, though. I'll be back. I'm having fun. So
definitely. We're going to have you back. We look forward to it. Running back, Sean Alexander, Mike Allstott. That's another one. Mike Allstott, really? You're in good hands with Allstott? Come on, man. Tiki Barber, Larry Centers, Jamal Charles, Corey Dillon, Warwick Dunn, Arian Foster, Eddie George. That should be automatic. Yeah. Frank Gore, Priest Holmes, Steven Jackson, Chris Johnson, Thomas Jones, Jamal Lewis, Marshawn Lynch, LaShawn McCoy, Eric Metcalf,
Wow.
Lorenzo Neal, Fred Taylor, Ricky
Eric
Warren.
Metcalf?
Come on, man.
Bro, I'm a Browns lifer. I mean, he was a nice returner.
Yeah.
He was a decent player.
Right.
What?
I am a Baltimore guy, but seeing Jamal Lewis on that list, like, that's crazy to me.
Jamal Lewis was really good.
Not Hall of Fame good. He was Hall of really good. You're right. Not Hall of Fame.
What was his name from Pittsburgh? Jerome Bettis.
Yeah.
Like same.
No.
Even.
No, Bus way better. Way better.
Way better. Lewis. Okay, so because of the longevity and
for sure. Britne, do you find any of these names kind of egregious to you?
We already mentioned a couple. Jeff Garcia, look, I loved him. I think he played for Eagles for a little bit.
I didn't love him, but go on.
His time with the Eagles was pretty good for us. When Donovan wasn't in, he came in, but I don't put him in the rankings of the Drew Breeses and even the Steve McNairs, the Randall Cunningham, and it's fortunate, as I have to say it, because he has 2 Super Bowl, the Eli Mannings or the Phillip Rivers. I don't put him up with those types of quarterbacks, so I don't think he should be here. Same thing with Alex Smith for me. When I'm just looking at the quarterback, let's see, the running backs for me, most of them from who I know are fine for me, except for I'm not exactly sure who Eric Metcalf is, guys. I'm be honest with you.
See, that's a problem. We're having this conversation.
Right. If I don't know, that might be an issue.
And she seems like she's really into with the league, bro. So I'm like, what?
Right. Yeah. So I'm hoping my guy, and I told you the reason why I became an Ohio State fan, but he's been a nominee for like the past, I don't know how many years.
That's a good point.
I hope he finally gets in. I think he deserves to get in. I think a lot of people look crazy at too much of stats, but we've seen what he did for the Tennessee, the Oilers back then, Titans now.
Yeah.
We understand what he did for that team. I don't think they get anywhere as far if they didn't have Eddie George. So some of these guys, yes, but those 3 are big question marks for me, especially the one I don't even know who the heck he is. I got to go do some research.
Right. Shady McCoy,
bro, Shady
really good. Bro. I don't know about Hall of Fame.
Hold up. We're not going to do this, Bruce. We are not going to do this to Shady, bro. No, not on this show, sir. No.
Shady
I know Shady was a problem. I don't know if he was Hall of Fame though. Like that's
really, bro. There's guys in the Hall of Fame that don't have what he produced, nor were the explosive talent. He was a game changer, bro.
He was. I don't.
Yeah, okay.
And they should have got further, but other reasons, coaches prevent that. But no, Shady was a monster. I'm not surprised that he's in this at all. So especially during that era, and it could be more of an error situation. But how many other running backs during that era was doing what McCoy was doing during his time? It wasn't too many.
Okay,
talk to me, Bruce. Talk to me, Doug.
I'm trying to run through these before Britne
go ahead.
We may end up doing like another topic on this. We'll revisit it Wednesday night. Wide receivers: Anquan Bolden, Donald Driver, Larry Fitzgerald. That's easy, right?
Yeah.
Torrey Holt, Chad Johnson, Brandon Lloyd, Brandon Marshall, Derek Mason, Herman Moore, Muhsin Muhammad, Jordy Nelson, Jimmy Smith, Rod Smith, Steve Smith Sr., Hines Ward, Reggie Wayne, Wes Welker, Roddy White. This is where it gets tough. I think Reggie Wayne should be in there. I think Steve Smith Sr. should be in there. Larry Fitzgerald, crazy stat, has more tackles in his career than dropped passes. Yeah. Right. So when the quarterback threw a pick, he tackled the guy. He has more tackles in 18 years than dropped passes.
Oh, you should get that. That should be an automatic bid.
Right?
That's on a t-shirt, bro, when he gets inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Right?
That's crazy.
Yes. Glue hands. Right.
Never missed a day of work. Always there.
I believe Notre Dame is recruiting his son, but that's a different thing.
Oh, he'll be a G.
That would be awesome. Yeah. So I definitely think Anquan Bolden might be an argument for him. He was really, really good. And, thanks to him, the Ravens have that title in 2013. Without him, they do not get it, So, all right, there we go. Transformer. All right, we're going to do that. We are going to break this down on Wednesday.
And Jamal Charles, bro, was so good.
There we go. He is committed to Notre Dame. Thank you, King of the Chat. Yep. Larry Fitzgerald's son is committed to the Irish. Very good.
Damn.
No better place to be. Reggie Wayne. Steve Smith Sr. Like those.
Steve Smith Sr. Crazy good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy good.
And let's just jump to the defensive line real quick, and I promise I'll let you go, Britne.
Quick question.
Yes, of course.
How y'all just look? Maybe it's just me, but Torrey Holt did his thing when he was with the Rams. Like,
yeah, my bad.
We cannot mention Torrey Holt.
No, you're right.
We're talking about like a half a decade dominating.
Dominance, yeah.
That's a lot in the NFL to dominate for a half a decade.
Yeah. Think about it. That's why they were the greatest show on turf. Him, Ike Bruce, like that was a crazy freaking receiver core. Great call. Yeah. And finally, let's just talk defensive linemen real quick, and then again we'll turn this into a deeper topic. But John Abraham, Geno Atkins, Elvis Dumerville, Leroy Glover, Robert Mathis, Haloti Ngata, Jay Ratcliffe, Simeon Rice, Justin Smith, Ted Washington, Vince Wilfork, Kevin Williams. There's some names on there that might be legit. John Abraham, I think, is like right there. Haloti Ngata, I think he's one that deserves serious consideration.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of what we got to break down here, sorry, interrupt you, is like how many Pro Bowls and All Pros guys have, because those are generally like measuring sticks for Hall of Fame. Go ahead, Britne.
Yeah, I think we got to give some credit to Vince Wilfork. I can never say his name. Wilfork. Yeah. Some credit. He dominated. He helped that defense big time.
Mm-hmm.
But that position, the nose tackle, is about consuming the other team's offensive line.
Yes.
So that other guys are making the finishing play.
Mm-hmm.
So that one a little bit maybe misunderstood by the casual fan. They might not kind of get that.
Yeah. But I mean, also sometimes, you get that dominant 3 technique or whatever, especially if you can get one that can rush the passer too, like an Aaron Donald or a Warren Sapp, that makes him even more dangerous. But yeah, Vince Wilfork was definitely a guy. You had to double team him, and to your point, he was consuming the opposite O-line. All right, what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break here. Britne, I'm going to let you roll. I know you got to get over to Man Down Sports.
Yeah, I got to get on.
Get you. Real quick, tell the people where they can find you, and we'll definitely have you back.
Well, you guys can find me a couple places. Of course, The Sideline Speaks. That's my podcast on YouTube. Please check me out.
We'll have the link in the description.
Oh, I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it. And also, I'm on Instagram at Britne Monique. It's right there on the screen. If you don't know how to spell Britne, no Y, just an E. And if you want to hit me up, I'm always willing to accept topics, or if you want to go back and forth with me on something, reach out.
No doubt. Well, listen, thank you so much for popping in today. No, you got to go. Go ahead, head on over there, and we will talk about when you'll be back on the show.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. See you guys.
Take care.
Appreciate it. See you later.
Yo, her images from her YouTube channel with the basketball, the football, those are good photos, man.
Right.
Yeah. I gotta do something I gotta get some nice photos on mine.
And too bad you're not out here, man. I do photography too, man.
Oh, bro, I gotta get out to Florida. Yeah.
No doubt. But let's go ahead and let's take a couple calls on this. You guys can go ahead, give us a shout on what you think about some of these NFL Hall of Fame nominees for the 2026 class. I think it's like 128 names total. So obviously we didn't have time to go through all that, but we will on Wednesday, as per the Transformer, really dig into that topic and break it down. So
Steve's crazy.
Yes, you do, Steve. Shout out to you, King of the Chat. Thank you, sir.
Steve was on shackles, bro.
Yes, he was. Steve, he knows how to behave. But listen, y'all, go ahead, give us a call. Tell us. I don't know if you're on your computers or on your phone or whatever, but see if you can. What you think about some of these names,
bro? Some of those names are great players.
Some of those names are also egregious. Coach T, what's good, man?
That's the problem when you got those
good,
two.
Bruce.
What up, Coach T?
How are you?
What up, Bruce? What up, Sneed? Got what you need?
Coach T.
Appreciate you filling in on my show this last week.
No problem.
Appreciate Bruce for the assist as well.
No doubt, brother.
Giving out.
I'm gonna get one bone to pick with you, Bruce.
Here we
since
go.
I'm not gonna be there on Tuesday.
Okay.
Man, I know we rivals, man. Quit taking these shots at my Trojans, man.
Yeah.
Notre Dame.
Hey, man, I would expect nothing less, man.
Man, he takes shots at the Trojans every chance he gets.
Oh, yeah, it's what we do.
Man.
Listen, I would expect nothing less. It's how it goes.
Man, that's what haters do, man. What you hating on us?
Because I hate them?
It's hate. Hate.
I hate Notre Dame too, but they don't live rent free in my head every day.
It's not about living rent free. It's about the rivalry.
And I know, but then you ain't got to talk about it every day.
Well, I really brought it up because, y'all got beat yesterday and messed around and might have ruined our shot at the playoffs. We needed y'all undefeated, so when we smack y'all in South Bend, it works better. But, that's
man, if y'all... Nah, miss me with that bullshit, Cruz.
Hey, I wanted
if y'all supposed to be if y'all like that, what we do would never matter.
That's not how that goes. That's not how it goes. Look,
bro,
even King of the Chat said it.
Bro.
No, I'm not making excuses. I wanted y'all to win yesterday. Bro. I wanted y'all to win. Bro. What excuses am I making?
You making excuses, bro.
What excuses am I making?
If y'all like that, it ain't gonna. What we do, that would never matter.
So clearly, you don't understand how the rankings and the selection goes for college football playoff.
I clearly do, but I'm referring to what came out of your mouth.
Yeah, we wanted y'all to win, so when we beat y'all, we're beating a higher ranked team.
That proves that we live rent free in Notre Dame's head.
No, that proves that you would help us.
Why would we help y'all?
You would help us, but so you don't understand. Okay, so let's do this. Steve, you know what? Explain it to him in the chat. Hey, you got anything on this Hall of Fame topic though?
No, we trying to let you see what that's what he do, Sneak.
Well, listen, we got to move
on. You got to get some kind of
we get Bruce in the boxing ring, and then he always pivots.
Come on, man. We got a show to run. You know how this goes, man. But
what are you talking about? I'm the one that sent that to you.
You did, right? And that's what motivated me for this topic.
And I was like, whoa, I was interested. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, and I appreciate you saying it to me. Yeah.
Like some of the names that were on there, like I don't have a list in front of me because I'm headed to my game at the moment.
Okay, got you.
You might have to refresh my memory. But I went through it. I do think Mike Oscar should go on there.
Really?
And yeah, man, he was a big part of Tampa's success. Him and Ward Dunn. Having the dominant defense actually did help.
Of course. Right.
And getting so, but I really do think he get, but not first, not now though. I think maybe later down the road.
Okay.
I think with Alex Smith, it's a sensitivity due to his gruesome injury. So I think it's one of those. But you gotta look. You look at the quarterbacks that's in the hall right now. We gotta ask this question: is his career equivalent to the guys that's already in the hall right now that plays the same position as him?
Alex Smith?
And I think
no.
Compared to all the guys that's in the hall right now.
Well, not the guys who played in his era, no. Because obviously if you compare it to the 50s,
no, I'm not talking about his.
Yeah,
no, but in the hall, you got to compare it to the guys that's in there already, regardless of the era. Like, you're talking about the hall there, the end-all, be-all.
Yeah, the A-all, B-all, as Braun says. Did I do that? I'm sorry.
No, I made that Lamar LeBron comment to piss you off because you're taking shots at my Trojans.
Oh my goodness!
I was gonna tell you after the show.
Oh, you good, man? You good?
But it was good watching your face cringe up when you read it.
Yeah. You caught that, huh?
Yeah, because I knew that was gonna happen. I was like, I knew. What's the one thing that I do to piss him off? Oh yeah, compare Lamar Jackson to LeBron James.
Right.
I didn't believe that shit. I didn't want to piss you off. But you're talking about putting them in the hall. You got to compare them to the guys that are there, like the Steve Youngs, Terry Bradshaws, Peyton Mannings, all those guys. And Sneed to agree, and get in the chat to agree. That's a hell no at all capital letters with unlimited explanation points.
But what if I just look at his contemporaries in that era? There were several